Hello, everyone. This is Mills RX, and welcome into the Ravens Minute Clinic. I once again like to give a shout out to CVS, who has the Health Hub and, of course, the Minute Clinic. They do everything from immunizations to physicals to follow up exams, even COVID testing. So swing by your neighborhood Minute Clinic, and they will do you up right and make sure you stay healthy, just like we're trying to keep the Ravens flock healthy. Now, practice is just pretty much wrapped up for the day, and I'd like to go over, just a few injury reports that have popped up during it. In total, 17 Ravens did not practice today. Uh, of those being quarterback Trace McSorley, he still has that back sprain that he's dealing with, and he's out for about 3 weeks. Wide receivers, Hollywood Brown still has hamstring tightness. Sammy Watkins is still dealing with that leg slash ankle injury that Jeff Zrebiec found when he did some digging, and most likely it's just an ankle sprain. But that has kept him out a couple of practices, so we'll keep you updated on that. Rashad Bateman, of course, recovering from sports hernia surgery in the growing area, so he's out for 6 to 8 weeks. Miles Boykins, he has that hamstring strain that has kept him out of practice, and also Dion Kane, who still has the undisclosed injury. Uh, Running back Justice Hill also did not practice today. He's still recovering from that ankle injury. Also, two DBs, Marlon Humphreys, who has a core muscular strain, and also Marcus Peters, but I believe that's just a vet's day off or a health maintenance day, if you will, which is a good segue into the health maintenance days or the veterans days off. Offensive tackle Alejandro Villanueva, offensive tackle Ronnie Stanley, Justin Houston, outside linebacker, and as mentioned before, Marcus Peters all received veteran days off, so they should be back tomorrow. Also, some very good news. We had James Prochet, who was dealing with back spasms. He returned to practice today. Deshaun Elliott also returned to practice today, so that was good as well. Also, defensive end Calais Campbell, he returned to practice today, and apparently he had a Veterans Day off yesterday as well. So that's pretty good to have him back in the fold. Also, a bit of a scare today. Ben Cleveland exited early today with a trainer about 40 minutes left in practice. So it wasn't anything head or neck related. So it's not the concussion hasn't come back or it hasn't re-emerged or anything. We'll keep you updated on that. Also, another offensive lineman, Foster Serrell, he also left practice early today, and also Aaron Crawford once again left practice today. According to Jamison Hensley, there was no injuries reported. So most likely it must have been maybe some muscle cramping or maybe some dehydration because it was really hot today. I believe it was 85 degrees there with some moderate humidity. So definitely that could be one thing. Some also very good news. Even though Hollywood Brown, Deion Kane, and Justice Hill didn't practice with the team, they were seen on an adjunct field doing some light rehab running and some conditioning, which was good. So they're getting closer, which so we could have some weapons for Lamar in week one and potentially maybe even the next preseason game, which is very good. Now, a bit of news that happened yesterday. Kenji Bahar, the quarterback who was brought in, he was waived yesterday to get the roster down to 80 people. And that's interesting because now the Ravens only have two healthy quarterbacks in camp. That's Lamar and Tyler Huntley. So does that mean that Lamar is going to practice, or does that mean Lamar is going to play on so for the last preseason game? Harbaugh was still non-committal during media availability, and so that's that. So we're just gonna have to wait and see if Lamar actually does suit up for the final preseason game. But during media availability, Ravens offensive coordinator Greg Roman, he says that Lamar has just been spinning it in practice. He's been throwing more spirals than that they've seen in his years since entering the league at 2018. So that's just that just says what Lamar is. He is a hard worker. He's a dedicated kid. He he wants to get better. He wants to bring a Super Bowl to Baltimore, and that's exactly what he wants to do. And his work ethic is legendary. And I for one, am happy that we have him as QB1, and we want to try to keep him as healthy as possible. Also, there were no new injuries reported. Once again, another clean day of practice. That is a very good thing for us because we are one of the most injured one teams in the NFL. Um, according to sources, we have the most offensive starters who have dealt with some form of injuries, and we have the most wide receivers that are out due to injuries than any other team, not only in the AFC but potentially in the entire NFL. So hopefully we can get these guys healthy, get them ready for Week 1. I mean, yes, we do have some promising, backups like in Tylan Wallace. He's shown some good things. Um, so I'm confident that we can get these guys back in the fold, back ready for Week 1, and that's what we need to do because the Raiders have a really good front seven, and if our offensive line and if our weapons are back to 100% the way I believe they will be, we can definitely make some noise in Week 1 and secure that W against the Raiders. And that's all I have today for you in the Ravens Minute Clinic. Thank you for stopping by. Once again, it's Mills RX. You can find me at Game Medicine, also at Game Medicine on YouTube. And if you have anything you'd like to say, any comments, anything you'd like to, anything you want to hear on the Ravens Minute Clinic, you can reach me at ravensphysio@gmail.com. RAVENSPHYSIO @gmail.com. And also, you can catch me Mondays on the Ravens Fan React podcast with Jose Verduzco. So, yeah, thanks for stopping by. And I'll see you once again when you check into the Ravens Minute Clinic.